complete player. I mean, there's no doubt about the type of player he is and what he's accomplished in his career.
Ohtani! Inevitable! Ladies and gentlemen, embrace this. Embrace this man, embrace this team this season. An 8-0 start for the defending.
Shohei Ohtani, arguably the greatest show on earth. He just signed the largest contract in American sports history, but his lifestyle will definitely surprise you. Let's kick things off with his background. Shohei Ohtani was born in the rural town of Oshu in the northern prefecture of Iwate, Japan on July 5th, 1994. His mother, Kyoko, was a professional badminton player, and his father, Toru, was an amateur baseball player who competed in the Japanese Industrial League. He's the youngest of 3 children. Ohtani was what the Japanese call a Yaku Shonen, basically a kid who lives, eats, and breathes baseball. His father introduced him to the sport at a young age, and Shohei became completely obsessed with it. As a teenager, he attended Hanamaki Higashi High School, where he played baseball and was also a standout on the swim team. At just 18 years old, Ohtani threw a 99-mile-per-hour fastball, setting a Japanese high school record. He expressed a desire to jump straight to Major League Baseball after high school and received interest from numerous MLB teams. On October 21st, 2012, he announced he would pursue a career in MLB rather than turn pro in Japan. Nevertheless, the Hokkaido Nipponham Fighters drafted him in the 2012 NPB draft. After some tough negotiations, Ohtani agreed to sign with the Fighters and spend a few years in Japan before making a possible MLB move. This would allow him to develop as both a pitcher and a position player, something the Los Angeles Dodgers, his top choice MLB team, weren't prepared to let him do. Let's talk about his early career. At age 18, Ohtani made his debut for the Fighters as a right fielder. On the mound, he went 3-0 that season, though he only batted .238, and future Yankees pitcher Masahiro Tanaka dominated him. In his sophomore season, he became the first Japanese player to reach double digits in both home runs and win. And during that year's All-Star game, this happened. Yep. The fastest pitch ever thrown by a Japanese player. Ohtani led the league in wins and winning percentage the following season. The next year was even more remarkable. He was the runaway winner of the 2016 Pacific League Most Valuable Player Award and set another league record. In 2017, Ohtani made his long-awaited move to MLB. In November, MLB and NPB reached a posting agreement for him. The Los Angeles Angels paid a $20 million posting fee to the Fighters, marking the end of his dominant NPB run. Time to talk about his MLB career and achievements. On December 8th, 2017, Ohtani signed with the Los Angeles Angels and received a $2.315 million signing bonus. The following April, he made his pitching debut, striking out 6 batters for his first MLB win. Just 2 days later, he hit his first MLB home run. In his rookie season, he joined Babe Ruth as the only MLB players with at least 10 pitching appearances and 20 home runs in a single season. He was later named AL Rookie of the Year. After recovering from Tommy John surgery, Ohtani became the first Japanese-born player to hit for the cycle in MLB history. The following year didn't start out so well, so in his first pitching appearance in nearly 2 years, he allowed 5 runs and was pulled from the mound without recording an out. A flexor strain sidelined him from pitching the rest of the season. Determined to bounce back, he made major changes that offseason. He adjusted his diet, started squatting heavily again, and bulked up to 225 pounds. In June, he became the first pitcher ever elected to the Home Run Derby. 5 days later, he made history again. Ohtani hit for himself as a pitcher with the designated hitter rule in place. The first time in MLB history, an AL team chose not to use a DH while the NL team did. He made history yet again the following month, becoming the first player selected as an All-Star as both a position player and a pitcher. He was awarded the AL MVP and Silver Slugger in 2021. The next year, Ohtani was at the center of some innovative MLB rule changes, including a new rule allowing a pitcher to remain in the batting order as DH after leaving the mound. He hit his first career Grand Slam in May and set a personal record with 13 strikeouts in a game the next month. He finished his 2022 season with a 15-9 record and 34 homers. In June 2023, Ohtani had the game of a lifetime. After hitting a home run in the bottom of the first and striking out 10, he delivered a masterful performance in the 7th inning. For the 3rd straight year, he was named an All-Star as both a pitcher and DH. That month, he recorded his first complete game shutout against the Tigers, and 1 year to the date day of his first Grand Slam. Now, he hit his second. Unfortunately, a UCL tear sidelined him for the rest of the season. Then Ohtani became a free agent and signed the most jaw-dropping deal in sports history. Before we get into that, let's briefly touch on his international highlight. Ohtani's biggest international moment came at the 2023 World Baseball Classic. Overall, he batted .435 and pitched to a 1.86 ERA, but the moment that sealed it all was unforgettable. With 2 outs in the top of the 9th, he struck out his teammate and good friend to win the WBC for Japan. He later called it the best moment of his life. Now let's look at his contracts and brand deals. Ohtani just signed the largest deal ever, but it's not what you might think. Starting with his rookie contracts, after signing with the Fighters, he received a $1.2 million bonus and the maximum rookie base salary of $150,000. In 2016, he signed a $2.37 million extension. When he moved to MLB the following year, things got tricky. Because he was under 25 and didn't have 6 years in any pro league, he was defined as an amateur, meaning he had to sign a minor league contract to enter MLB. He wouldn't be eligible for free agency until after the 2023 season. So at age 23, he signed with the Angels for a $2.3 million bonus and a minor league deal with a rookie salary of $535,000. His salary rose to $650,000 in 2019, $700,000 in 2020. After finishing his 4th season with the Angels, he signed a 2-year deal worth $8.5 million to avoid arbitration. In his final year of arbitration, the Angels signed him to a 1-year, $30 million deal. Then came the big one. In December 2023, Ohtani signed a record-breaking $700 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers, the richest in North American sports history. It even includes his own private suite at every home game. But there's a catch. He opted to defer over 97% of his salary across his 10-year deal, meaning he'll be paid just $2 million per year for the next decade to help the Dodgers manage their luxury tax and build a stronger roster. Don't worry, Ohtani isn't hurting for cash. ESPN reported he makes $45 million annually through endorsements, including deals with Seiko, Fanatics, New Balance, and Topps. He even landed on the cover of MLB The Show in 2022. So how does he spend his money? Despite being one of the highest paid players ever, Ohtani's spending is surprisingly modest. One of his first purchases was a Tesla Model X for $78,000. He later bought a Porsche 911 for $131,000 and has a nice watch collection, including a Grand Seiko worth $9,100. Personal life. Ohtani became a millionaire as a teenager, but unlike most young adults, he didn't live lavishly. His mom managed all his money and gave him a $1,000 monthly allowance. His life still revolves around baseball. He often sleeps over 10 hours a day and even works naps into his daily routine. He has custom pillows stuffed with extra material to maintain their height. Aside from Japanese, Angels catcher Martin Maldonado once said Ohtani knows Spanish better than English. In his free time, he plays video games with teammates to help him learn English. He also loves watching the NFL and going to NHL games to see his friend Brandon Montour. He's got a good sense of style too. He even did a GQ shoot. Now, for a few moments that caused some waves, Ohtani mostly flies under the radar, but his limited English hasn't stopped a few pundits from voicing opinion. In 2021, Stephen A. Smith stirred controversy by claiming Ohtani needing an interpreter was hurting baseball in the US. More recently, fans were frustrated by a clause in his Dodgers contract that allows him to opt out at any time if controlling owner Mark Walter or president of baseball operations Andrew Friedman leave their roles. Critics see this as an unprecedented level of player power over front office decision. At this point, you must be wondering about his career earnings. As we mentioned, he just signed one of the biggest deals ever, so his net worth is only going up. So far, his total career earnings are $42,269,259. Thanks for watching.